honor to welcome you all to the Edmund Rice Justice Meet 2025 on the theme of inclusivity. We will begin our program by lighting the lamp. I would request our principal, Brother Sebastian, to please go up on the stage and light them. Now please join your hands and close your eyes for a prayer. Loving and just God, we gather here today in the spirit of Blessed Edmund Rice. We thank you for the gift of education, for the chance to learn, to grow and to serve. Bless this gathering, Lord, that it may inspire us to walk in the path of justice, to see your presence in every person, and to respond with compassion and courage to the needs of our world. Open our minds to wisdom, our hearts to kindness, and our hands to action. May everything we do today bring hope, peace, and dignity to all your people. We ask this prayer in the name of Christ our Lord. Amen. I would request Brother to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning, my respected teachers and students from different schools, and our teachers as well as our students. There's a little song that I've learned over the years in my childhood, and the first line of the song is, "The world stands in need of liberation, my Lord." It's a little hymn, but it's so much meaningful to me as I see you in front of me. The world definitely is in need of liberation, and the liberation can only come about from you, my dear students. You are the future of this earth, and your little presence here, your little contribution today is going to make a huge difference. You might feel, oh, it's just a social justice meet. No, it's not that. It's much bigger than that. Your thoughts, your insights are going to be much more meaningful than a long lecture that I can give you. So I welcome you, and I hope it is going to be a meaningful meet to you. And as we prayed a little while ago, from our words, may it change into actions where people begin to follow us, and therefore the world gets liberated. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Introduction of what this workshop is all about today. Inclusivity is more than just a word. It is a way of living. It means creating a space where every individual feels valued, respected, and accepted for who they are. It is about breaking down barriers of caste, gender, religion, ability, or background, and celebrating the beauty of diversity. Blessed Edmund Rice believed in the dignity of every person. His vision of education was not only to empower minds, but also to build communities of justice, compassion, and equality. Today, we continue his mission by reflecting on how we, as a social community, can make inclusivity a lived reality. When we choose inclusivity, we choose kindness over prejudice, respect over judgment, and unity over division. A truly inclusive community is one where no voice goes unheard, no person feels invisible, and every individual finds a place to belong. As we begin today's program, let's remember that each one of us has the power to make a difference by the way we treat others, by the opportunities we give, and by the bridges we build. Let this meet be a reminder that inclusivity is not just an idea to be spoken about, but a practice to be lived every day. Thank you, and I warmly welcome you all to this journey of reflection and action.
Right? So schools are instructed to have ramps so that anybody who is not able to walk can use those ramps. Then they are used or they are advised to have classes for such people in the lower or the ground levels so that they do not have to do extra work of climbing stairs, etc. So the infrastructure of the school also has to be inclusive for supporting these type of children. Right?
You can participate in school trips or camps without financial stress.
We are asking them to take a step ahead. How they can come?
You can participate in school trips or camps without financial stress. You have never been excluded from a group activity because of your gender.
We were hired because a cat towards a boy from an affluent family in a metro city, studying in an English medium school. Okay. So we are very privileged.
The time we couldn't step ahead was when the question was accessing every area of our school.
So, backward people that are not from an affluent place, and the only places where we could have stepped up were in cases of affordability of some things that we could get something. And even still, that wasn't stated. That was our only, factor that led us to what we were.
So we, as you can understand, we didn't have any opportunity as we belong from a remote area. The only question that we step up is when Miss asked that can you walk alone at night in a street, and the other question was can you wear the clothes that reveals your identity. We cannot have any quality education as we belong from a remote area, and obviously we would get teased because of our tribal community. So that's it.
Okay.
Miss one was where Miss said access to internet.
Okay.
And
Dress up according to.
Dress up.
Okay.
Those were the two steps. Lucky Miss.
If you are not empathetic, then you do not expect others to be the same with you. You have to make the difference. You have to be the medium of change. Yes, the next one.
Getting the same opportunity. Why is he very restricted from certain things at certain levels? It was a great session, and what we learned was to include people, not to exclude them, that they feel home. As we are here, and as Miss said, that today 4 of us, tomorrow 40 of us. So we are here for a change, and I really hope we be the agents of change.
My views on today's amazing conference. Very big thank you from everyone to our teachers for organizing such an amazing conference. The idea of social exclusion, many a times, it stems from ancient traditions. Not even ancient, old traditions. So the real question is, can we change these social standards? Can we, as the next generation, as the future generation, challenge these norms and change these social standards set by and predetermined by the society. So I am reminded of a quote by Kabir Das, a new poet, a doha. जाति न पूछो संत की, पूछ लीजिए ज्ञान. जाति न पूछो संत की, पूछ लीजिए ज्ञान. मोल करो तलवार का, पड़ा रहने दो म्यान. In which he says that do not ask a sage his caste, ask a sage his knowledge. Just like how a sword is measured and not its sheath. Thank you.
We got to learn a lot of things, especially about quality education and inclusivity. And while sitting there, I realized something, how personal this is to me. I have been changing schools ever since I could remember. I have changed more than like 6 schools. I know what it feels like to not be included. So,
can you share some of the stories?
Are you okay with that? Yes. So, the reason why I have changed many schools is because of transfers. Before lockdown, I was in Delhi. And you know how that place is, well, no introduction needed. And in lockdown, I came to Turkey. Now that was because everything was shut down around you. You couldn't make friends or anything, and you sat in front of a tiny screen with a teacher just yapping about her whatever she wanted. You couldn't share your doubts, you couldn't make friends. And you know what? Whenever I asked for work, I was a new student, joined very late. I got blocked from places and I was like, oh ouch, that hurts. Then socializing became a task for me. Like, it was very difficult for me. Even right now, you can see my voice is shaking. I am kind of scared. Okay. See, the thing is that over the years, I realized what it feels to not be included. There were groups around me. They included me. I think many of us have experienced this particular thing where you are just walking with someone and then they're like, oh, could you please wait there? We need to discuss something very intimate and personal. That makes you feel excluded overall. And it was only here that I could even come up and speak. Over the years, I have not taken one initiative to go out and speak. I can write, I think well, that's what my peers say, not what I assume. So, my wonderful friend there, Pragya Chaudhary, by the way, she has not left any chance to make me feel excluded. Even right now, when I was there trembling and doubting whether I could speak or not, she was like, Sakshi, you're gonna speak, okay? You speak well, you can articulate your thoughts well, though I cannot articulate my thoughts well. And, well, this was just a yapping session.
When you get older, you become the previous generation. The new generation arrives. Would you like to make the world better for them, not doubt them, enhance their capabilities? Or would you like to be like your ancestors, always doubting, always thinking that they are filled with apathy? Because let's be honest, we were also once we are the new generation, and the older generation also thought this about us. So that's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
We have learned it. Let's not forget the session after we step out from the door, but act on the session. We can act in our neighborhood, in school, in class, and wherever we can. Let's not practice inclusivity in school only. While playing in our neighborhood, we can help other children in our neighborhood. This workshop not only focuses on inclusivity, but world education. Help the poor by donating. You can donate your school bags, books, or clothes to the poor who are unable to get these opportunities or resources, and help them. Inclusivity should not only be practiced in school, but everywhere where you can. Public places, playing in playgrounds, parks, etc.
You are excluded from this. You are out of this. You can go wherever you feel like. That's the resource you have to collect. Lockdown time. As much as you can. Yes. Most of it for yourself. 1, 2,
Yes.
Enough? You have enough? Can we give the chance to the schools? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Go, run. You don't want to take the resources for yourself? She's coming.
You don't need that. You have to help others. You don't need to go. Don't go there.
Come here, she's coming.
For yourself.
I need first to come.
You have to help others first. You don't need to go out there. You have enough.
You don't wait for them. They are having a conversation. Come on.
You don't have to go.
Are you only one person?
You have enough.
You don't want that?
You don't have
Come on, honey. You don't want to take your friends? They might want to see what's there inside.
to go out there.
No?
No out there. You don't have to go there.
Yes, we are not. You can give it to them. Pass on. Lovely. Yes? Yes? Are you okay? Ready to go? You're fine? Okay. Honey, it's getting exhausted. The resources are getting exhausted.
You don't have to go out there. You have enough. You don't need more resources for yourself.
Do you need them?
So according to what she's saying, that I have enough, so I don't need to go.
Yes? Done? Until you're done? Taking your things? Giving them something? Okay, Anjana, show me your hands. Right. You are there, right? Do you want to go and check if something is left?
According to her, I have enough.
According to her. So you have to listen to her. It's okay, it's your will. Yes? You take something. Something is left? Nothing is left? Yes? Okay.
You can take the ball.
Right. Can we have your attention, all of you now? Can we have your attention?
You want to volunteer? Call
Right. Anyone?
Call them. Please, there you go.
Is there anyone who sings? Anyone who sings?
You know.
Right. Okay, so she's put it back into the deck.
The flip of a hand, the deck has turned upside down. And there will be this one card.
Is this the card, audience?
Oh, lovely. We have a magician.
Okay, so Anvi has another card trick.
Yes.
For that, if you could get a volunteer.
Okay.
19 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Can go that please. Now you said 19, right? 1 plus 9? 10. I have 10 cards. You can see this card. Don't show it, okay? Don't show it to me. Show it to the audience.
Show it to the audience. This is the 10th card, right?
Yes.
The 10th card, or the 11th card actually.
Yes.
Okay, has everyone seen it? Yes. Perfect. Now hide it.
You can shuffle the deck. Please give that. You can shuffle the deck however you want. Happy? Now, was your card the 5 of hearts? 5 of hearts? What is the card?
Can we clap for him, please? Read that transcends borders. It goes like, I had brought a book with a tree. I searched beneath the lentil tree, and under its spiral of branches, I heard Martin Luther King Jr. reciting streams. It stroked a fire in me and kindled the realization that I, too, like him, have a dream. I have a dream that children in Congo have their hands laden with shrewdness and education, not chiseling at dirt. I have a dream that the women of Afghanistan, South Sudan, and Iran
by society.
I have a dream that justice is unshackled from the holds of the privileged.
I have a dream that the promise of upholding freedom and justice be held to our liberators.
Because they are not far away, they are waiting for this promise to be kept.
Thank you.
To watch his footsteps fill up the sun, my little horse was thinking to stop without a farmhouse here, between the woods and the frozen, the darkest evening of the year. He gives His Highness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds his sweep of easy wind and downwind. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
I always have. Through the chapters I always want. It's a book everybody wants. Reading books is always fun. Harry Potter, the Geronimo Children. Exercise books that are always creative. Learning till full stops or interrogative. Adventure to mystery stories. Always shines in their own glory. Harry Potter or Ruskin Bond. There is all just what I want. Thank you.
It's about fairness, equality, and human rights. All deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, regardless of our background, skin color, gender, or social status. Social justice is about creating a world where everyone has access to same opportunities, resources, and support. It's about recognizing the injustice that exists together and understand. We can all play a role in promoting social justice. We can listen to each other's stories, problems, and stand up for what's right and advocate for those who are victims. Let's strive to build a society that values empathy, compassion, and understanding. Let's work together to create a world where everyone can thrive and reach their full potential.
And we are here to present a poem. This poem highlights the true meaning of justice. This poem makes us realize that even in the 21st century, the true meaning of justice does not exist. Justice. It's just not a word you read in books. It's the fire that ignites when the darkness reigns. It's a voice that consoles every soul that fought. Ask the question we all don't dare to ask.
Is it the sun or merely a shadow? Is it the storm or a charm? I seek to know one word about you. Will you ever emerge or just break through? But as far as I know, it is loud when silence starts to roar. It rains when liars refuse to know.
We demand, we wait, we challenge, yet it just trembles when darkness reigns. Why turn a blind eye to countless pains? It hesitates when the lies disguised as truth. Why innocence needs to seek their proof? Will it ever answer or remark? You say that justice is eternal. Will our justice ever be unharmed? Thank you so much.
So you think you can tell heavens from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell me feel from a cold steel rail, a smile from a whale? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts, or ashes for dreams, or air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for the change? Did you exchange a walk
Behind bright gates of learning's pride, so many futures dim, denied. Polished desk, a teacher's voice,
yet not all children share that choice. Some walk minds but reach no book. Others are silenced by how they look. Language, hunger, or body frame. The path to knowledge twists or fails.
What worth is science, art, or creed if only the strong of voice succeed? What is quality if it divides, if justice falters and fairness hides?
Lift every child, let none be small. Education's promise belongs to all. A light worth having must surely shine on every soul, on yours and mine.
So let no desk be left unheard, no dream dismissed, no child deferred. The lesson stands, a just word grows, when every seed of knowledge sows. Thank you.
Yashashvi Anji Bora, Mohan Lal Shah, Kritika Dhanwal from St. Mary's Convent. Alokita Miki, St. Mary's Convent. Shambhavi Adhikari, St. Mary's Convent. Adya Goel, St. Mary's Convent. Mani Chaudhary, St. Joseph's College. Arav Singh Sadhu. Rudransh Pandey. Ankit Masih. Akhilesh Rana. Dhairya Pratap. Ayushman Kakar. Ayush Gita. Rajneesh Shah. Pranav Chakraborty. Anubir Anand. Nilesh Khetrapal. Shantanu Bisht. Jagrit Nagral. Navin Joshi. Arunab Dagola. Abhay Tiwari. Mahir Sharma. Parth Vashni. Vansh Pratap Singh Gulwal. Mohammad Faisal.
Thank you all for coming over.
in our community. Yes, beginning from our schools and our neighborhood. Also, if required, we are going to send you the projects. So you have to prepare based on today's learning, and you can send it to us. Yes, in the form of a PPT. You can prepare that. Whatever you learned today, you take away from today's session, and you'll send us back.